that music, like in terms of getting paid, it's like the biggest thing, and owning all your art.
Yeah, because it's the mind industry that I chose to be a part of. So it's like I accept it, I run with it, but don't be a dominant at the same time. You gotta understand they're using me as entertainment, and this shit becomes self-destruction too. Because I ain't no entertainer. You know, some shit can't be spoke on. Why? Man, for that shit is to be continued.
Is in terms of like
every time it's too much money.
We found out that my trainer was a MK Ultra Canadian intelligence.
He worked in the defense research and development in the Canadian military, essentially working on psyops
Who's this
in the
guy?
Canadian military. This is Harley Pasternak.
Yeah, what I'm saying is, look, they tried to medicate me. I was exhausted. They wrongly diagnosed me, and they when I asked them how much lithium did you want to put me on exactly, it took them 4 days to answer because they were embarrassed about the amount, right? And I refused to take this, right? You understand that if I had taken the medication, I would not be here, and it would have been, he was deeply troubled. We miss him. We love his music, though.
Well, they would have Britney Spears too. I mean, look at
They would have Michael Jackson.
or worse, yeah.
So, look, I guess
Wow.
To a certain level, you're an artist, you're an entertainer, you're an athlete, you are a multimillionaire, billionaire, you have a high level of influence where anything that you say can change the perception, change the direction of the masses and what they're going to do, how they think, how they move. That's power, but it's also dangerous. They put a handler next to him to keep him in check. Harley Pasternak is a former Department of Defense special agent in the Canadian government. Number one, he's a nutritional scientist for the Department of Defense in the Canadian government. So he knows chemistry, how foods operate, but he knows certain drug techniques to use on human beings. He told Kanye, we're gonna have a conversation, but we're not gonna have a conversation where you're cursing or using profanity, and don't tell me about some stupid thing that your friend told you. The second option is, I can have you committed again. First of all, that's a threat to a psychiatric facility where you're going to be so doped up, playtime with the kids won't be the same. Wait a minute, you were the one that sent him to the psych ward in the first place. Now everybody can't say he's crazy. No, he is being handled by an agent who was sent to be right next to him to make sure that he doesn't get out of line. But Harley Pasternak also had other clients like Halle Berry, Jennifer Hudson, multiple clients. You need to look at this individual, and that is not somebody who should be around you. All of the artists, all of y'all have someone around you who is being sat next to you, who was sent there to keep you under control. That is a guaranteed fact. That I know. So you have to check all of the people around you and look at their military background if they have one. Look at their background to see what their area is when it comes to chemistry, their connections to hypnotists and hypnotherapy, all of this stuff. This is a very critical thing that we all should look at.
Followers. Scroll down. Post with the private jet in it. The tail number is N999EH. Go to flight track N99EH. Landed in Nassau, Bahamas on Sunday, December 8th at 3:46 p.m., not Chicago where he supposedly died. And if you go to his past flights, he has not been in Chicago the past week, not even the past fucking month. He left Melbourne because he had a tour in Australia at 9:55 a.m. on December 8th. Landed in Shreveport, Louisiana at 10:59 a.m. Took off from Shreveport at 12:39 and landed in Nassau at 3:46 p.m. on Sunday, December 8th, 2019.
Cloning has already started.
It has already started?
Back in the day, it used to cost $50,000. Who knows how much it costs now? If you ever notice a rapper first, everything's fine. Then something goes wrong. They get out of line. They end up in jail. They come back looking totally different. And it's up to us if we're gonna let them play in our face or if we're gonna go, that ain't him. And then speaking of they clone Tyrone, isn't Jamie Foxx part of that?
He came out looking. They were like, "Where's the tattoo?
Where's his tattoo on the back of his head?"
They showed a picture of him.
He was in like McDonald's or Wendy's or some damn where. It looked like the clone was just testing itself out. Like, yeah, all right, I'm out. Let's see what's going on. I'm happy to be in the world. It seemed like the clone was literally testing himself out. But my thing is, where was the tattoo on the back of his head? And it just makes you wonder, like, do they do this shit to like play with us, to like see if we know, to see if we still dumb, to see how many of us are dumb, to see how many of us are brainwashed so they can know how many more to continue to brainwash?
What was that, Taylor?
We make music for a purpose.
It is music that by even the act of listening to it, you are participating in a satanic ritual.
Okay, Swifties, we all know by now that Zena LaVey, you know, the Satanist, but you heard what they were talking about. They said by even listening to the music, you partake in a satanic ritual. You ever heard of a rap sigil? Listen.
It's a thing where they, 1, murder somebody, 2, record the murder, 3, chop the audio up and sample it, and return to the murder scene and rap where they murder somebody at. They put it on a mixtape, and that creates a sigil. They sell the mixtape, people listen to it, and boom, the sigil is charged, and they make a lot of profit from it.
Is this what Lil Uzi Vert was talking about at his concert?
Obviously, all y'all is going to hell, right with me. So, you heard the song a million times, and you didn't even know. That's up, but I still love.
It's crazy, because now them lyrics are starting to make sense. I don't really care if you cry. I just know you should have never lied. She said she's not afraid to die. Just a stretch. Now, one of the most well-known examples of this is from this song, Bad Things by Cults. In the background of this song is actually the infamous last speech of Jim Jones. You know, the cult leader who poisoned his entire cult. At certain points of the song, you can actually hear screams from the children in the cult. Scroll if you don't want to hear it. Now, J. Cole went on to sample this song and use it. Now, he claims that he had no knowledge of this, but it's too late now. Who knows the amount of songs that we've listened to, not knowing the true meaning?